This is The Wire for 2300 Zulu, February 13th, 2026. Precedence is routine. Information cutoff is 2200. Bottom line up front. Pentagon redeploys Ford carrier strike group to Middle East. Arson attack targeting alleged potential ICE facility reported in Kansas City. Stabbing attack strikes Paris. Beginning with international events. In France this evening, a stabbing attack was reported in Paris at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier near the Arc de Triomphe. One of the soldiers in the honor guard was wounded during the attack as the assailant attempted to target the crowd participating in the daily flame lighting ceremony. Armed police shot the attacker several times, ending the attack. Analysts comment. Local French sources claim that this is not the first time that this individual has stabbed a police officer. The assailant has been identified as Brahim Bahrir, a 47-year-old male who was at the center of a different terror attack in which he stabbed two police officers in an identical manner back in 2012. He was released from prison for this attack some time ago, with today's terrorism attempt being the second major stabbing attack he has committed. In the Middle East, following Prime Minister Netanyahu's departure last night, the White House announced the repositioning of the USS Gerald Ford carrier strike group from the Caribbean to the Middle East. Analysts comment. The Ford has already been deployed for about 8 months, so either she's getting an extension or she'll pull into Norfolk for a refit and resupply before heading to the Arabian Sea. Either way, it will take about 2 weeks for this repositioning to take place at the absolute earliest. In the Caribbean yesterday, a collision was reported between two U.S. Navy vessels conducting resupply at sea. The USS Truxtun collided with the USNS Supply while attempting to carry out underway replenishment operations on Wednesday. 2 sailors were injured as a result of the collision, both of which are in stable condition. On the home front, in Missouri, an arson attack was captured on film yesterday afternoon, which involved a woman deliberately setting fire to a commercial structure that was reportedly on the books to be sold to the federal government for the creation of an ICE detention facility. The fire was put out by the fire department and the assailant remains at large. Analyst comments for this wire. Regarding the Kansas City arson attack, a lot of unsubstantiated information is circulating. And, as luck would have it, a news van happens to be set up on scene with a camera pointed at the attack site, perfectly framed to capture the arson attack before it began. This same news affiliate is the same source that claims that the attack was a success and that the company is no longer planning to sell the warehouse to ICE due to the acts of the terrorist. It is true that the federal government is trying to contract out empty warehouses around the U.S. to serve as detention facilities, but it's not clear as to if this exact facility was or is included in these efforts. At present, it's just as likely that this abandoned warehouse was selected on a whim via unsubstantiated rumors and probably circulated among the Kansas City Rapid Response chat groups. These far-left cells tend to take the tiniest bit of information and run with it without any verification whatsoever. This case is a good example of how truth does not actually matter to far-left activist groups, and unsubstantiated rumors in a group chat can get somebody killed. From a risk management perspective, when there is no criteria for selecting targets in warfare, no one is safe. This is what makes these groups so dangerous. Deadly and horrific attacks can be conducted on random buildings or random people with no warning at all. And just like in Minneapolis, these groups know that they can't actually win an engagement against ICE, so they go after the soft targets in a city, targeting the civilian populace just to punish them for not rising up against ICE themselves. This concludes The Wire for 2300 Zulu, February 13th, 2026.